Never say sorry for your English. If you say sorry for your English, stop. You're making a huge mistake and you're hurting your confidence without even knowing it. Now, if you've ever said this sentence, you're not alone because millions of English learners do this. But today I'm going to show you why you should never say this again and what to say instead. My name is Michael Anton. I'm the founder of English at the Ready, and it's my goal to make you fluent in English. So, why should you never say sorry for your English? Lots of students believe that apologizing for their English makes them sound polite. But in reality, it actually does two things. Number one, it lowers your confidence before you even start speaking. And it actually makes others focus on your mistakes instead of your message. Every time you apologize for your English, you're training your brain to feel insecure. And it's time to break that cycle. Would you rather sound confident and get your message across? Or would you rather make people feel like they should judge your English? I think the answer to that is obvious. And the truth is, most people don't care if you make mistakes as long as they understand you. So instead of saying sorry, just focus on communicating your ideas clearly. And here's something that might shock you, or maybe not. Even native speakers make grammatical mistakes all the time. Let me prove it to you. Now, native speakers speak English fluently, of course, but they also make mistakes, especially when it comes to grammar. Maybe you've heard a native speaker say something like, "Me and my friend went to the store," when actually they should have said, "My friend and I went to the store." Or "She don't know," instead of "She doesn't know." And there's a famous saying, "Ain't nobody got time for that." Ain't nobody got time for that, when technically it should be, "Nobody has time for that." So if native speakers break grammatical rules all the time, why should you feel bad just for making small mistakes? The difference is that native speakers don't apologize for these mistakes. They keep on talking. And that's exactly what you need to do too. So what should you say instead of "sorry for my English"? Well, instead of apologizing for your English, use one of these three confident alternatives. Number one, if you need a moment to think, you could say, "Let me rephrase that," or "Let me say that again. Let me put that another way." If you're unsure about a word, you could say, "What's the correct way to say that?" Or "Is there a better way of saying that?" And of course, if somebody corrects your English, say thank you. Sometimes people will correct your English, and most of the time they don't have bad intentions. So the best thing you can do is not to draw attention to it, and instead just say thank you. The way you react to your mistakes will decide how fast you become fluent. It's all about how you think about learning, and confidence beats perfection every time. Now, if you're enjoying this lesson, hit the like button and subscribe to English at the Ready here on YouTube for more English lessons. If you want to learn how to improve your English this year using only your computer, your phone, and the internet, click the link in the description below to watch my free fluency training. It's only 30 minutes long, and it's packed with valuable information to help you become fluent in English. Click the link in the description below to watch the training. Now let's talk about how to gain confidence when speaking English. I know what you're thinking. Okay, but I still feel nervous when I speak. How do I fix this? How do I stop feeling nervous? The answer is to practice speaking in low pressure situations. Keyword, low pressure. The first method I'm going to give you today is called shadowing. Maybe you've heard of shadowing. It's where you listen to a native speaker, maybe on a movie or in an interview, and you repeat what they're saying. You try to mimic their pronunciation. You can also record yourself speaking. So today you record yourself saying something. Next week or next month, you record yourself saying the same thing. And then a month later, you do the same. So you actually have a record of your progress that you can easily track. And you can go back and compare yourself now to where you were in the past. This is going to help build your confidence because 9 times out of 10, you're actually a lot better now than you realize. So if you can compare yourself to a few months ago, you'll be able to track your progress and it will give you a little confidence boost. Now, the third method to practice speaking is to go on Facebook, to go look for groups, and to find a language exchange group in your city. You can just search up language exchange, Mexico City if you're in Mexico City, or Seoul if you're in South Korea. You can find groups where native English speakers want to practice your language, and you can also practice English with them. So check out Facebook. There are lots of resources and groups on Facebook to do that. Of course, if you want a community where you can practice speaking English and you can learn from native speakers, I'm inviting you to join my English club. You can click the link in the description below to learn more about the club. It's a great resource, it's a great program, and it will help you start speaking more confidently. So click the link in the description below to learn more. Now remember, speaking confidence is not something you're born with. It's something you build. And I want to show you how. When you follow these steps, you'll start feeling more comfortable to speak in English, and soon you'll actually never feel like you need to apologize again. Remember, English is a tool, not a test. Lots of students think of English as a test they have to pass, but English is not a test. It's just a tool for communication. Would you apologize for using a tool that helps you? No, you wouldn't. Think about how many native speakers make grammar mistakes, mispronounce words, or forget vocabulary in their native language. It happens all the time, and they don't apologize for it. Fluency is not about speaking perfectly. It's about speaking confidently and comfortably and communicating your message. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. Your goal should not be perfection. Your goal should be to speak well enough that you are understood. That's what matters. So remember, never apologize for your English again. There's nothing wrong with speaking English as a second language. In fact, you probably speak more languages than most native English speakers because English is likely your second, third, or even fourth language. If you found this video useful, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a lesson. And don't forget, if you want to take your English to the next level, click the link in the description below to watch my free 30-minute video training. It's packed with valuable strategies to help you sound more natural and confident in English. And the best part is, it's completely free. The moment you stop saying sorry for my English is the moment you start speaking with confidence. So make that change today and you'll see a huge improvement in your English and in how people perceive you. I'll see you in the next lesson.